So got another update on the boat build. Sold my Yamaha, bought a Mercury, which I'm sure was a mistake. I really wanted a jet though, so that's kind of what I designed this tunnel around, was going to a jet. Worked pretty good on the prop, but gonna run a lot shallower with a jet. So 115, well, first off, it's a 19, technically it's a 1984. The power head is a 19, or technically it's a 1986, but the power head is a 1974. That midsection is 86. Who knows how long the jet foot's been on there. This is actually, I think, a 90s trim, and it's got a 2014 controls on it. So it's a hodgepodge of parts, but it works pretty good. When I went to buy it, I couldn't start it. It had a little tag dangling on the block that said compression numbers and spark on all cylinders. So the guy that I got it from a boat shop, or a boat salvage, scrapyard, whatever you call it, for boats. So I called him up, sent him the picture, and said, yeah, it looks legit, that's the tag I use. So I bought it, 1,600 bucks. Sold my Yamaha for 18. Not a bad deal for a jet. You gotta say, it looks pretty cool on there too. Kind of like a mohawk on the back of the boat. I built up the back of the transom another 6 inches, and then this is 4 by quarter angle, welded just on this top part, and then bolted through the rest. Again, too much of a pain to try to weld down in there and all that, and really, I think the 1/2-inch bolts that are holding this thing on there are stronger than it would be welded. Plus it's got the actual bolts that hold the motor on are also clamping everything together, so I'm not worried about it at all. That'll be plenty strong. Nice thing about this old Mercury, it's pretty light. The 40 was 230 pounds, something like that. This thing's only like 318, so not too bad. It does sit a little bit lower in the back when you're not on step, but not much. Did take it out a few times, been kind of getting it set up. A couple changes I had to make. Had to shorten the tunnel, probably 2 inches or so. Well, maybe about an inch, I'm not really sure. And then I took it out and tried it like that. And what was happening was when I would turn it, it would come up above the top of the tunnel. So what I've been reading is, they say make the water that comes through, or a straight edge from the bottom of the boat, or the bottom of the tunnel in this case, to the center of the pen, which is right about where it is, but when you turn it, it doesn't work out like that. It now hits the very bottom of the pen, and this goes up. So what I did the second time I brought it out to test it is I cut this little semicircle in there, and that helped a lot. When I was driving it, or when it was straight across, it when you would go to turn, it would lose water or cavitate. Cutting the semicircle helped, but still, when you would start turning really sharp, sometimes it would lose water, sometimes it would just spin out. The whole boat would just, which is kind of sketch. So I put they call this a hot foot. It's just a 3-inch by quarter angle, or flat, welded to the jet foot. They make bolt through ones, but I can always cut it off if I don't like it, so it doesn't bother me. Haven't tried it yet, I'm gonna bring it out tomorrow. I hope that will pretty confident it's going to solve the air problem, the cavitation problem. I don't know if it's going to cause the or help with the sliding out. I'm sure it would if it was below the bottom of the boat, but this thing is, it's not lower than the bottom of the boat. It's actually about dead nuts flat with the bottom of the boat, so that's pretty cool. Picked up, I was running about 6 inches comfortably with the prop, so this is, I don't know what it'll actually do or how much the boat takes to run, but hopefully it runs a good bit shallower. I'm hoping to run like 3 inches comfortably. I don't know if that'll happen. Also made a change to the trailer. This is pretty cool. Extended the front of it like 20 inches. I probably should have gone a little bit more, but I extended it and put just some quarter flat and some 2x4s for bunks, so I can throw the jet ski on the front of this thing. Looks like a proper rig right now. But yeah, when I'm turning, if you're full lock, this will just barely come into there, which I don't really care, but I don't want to knock the jet ski off. Guess I could have moved it back too. I got a better room there. Yeah, I'm gonna go out to the river tomorrow, Gasconade, and see how this thing does, taking a river day.